Alright guys, this is going to be kind of a different video because I'm going to be just walking around and kind of talking about my decor. And it'll be kind of short too because my decor is somewhat all in one area. So the way our house was built is very open floor plan, and so all of our like living room, kitchen, dining is all open to each other. So yeah, I'll just, I guess I should start in our entryway because I do have some decor there. All right, so this is the front door to my house, and I don't have my garland up yet, but I do have garland that will go all the way around the door, and that's just my pretty sparkly gold and white wreath. And it's got like the really pretty like sparkly pine cones and the sparkly poinsettias. And I got this at Costco. Alright, back inside. This is my entryway, and I've just got this like entryway table here with some lighted garland. I've got these really pretty big oversized ornaments here, some snowflakes, a little bit of pine cones, and then I've got these two little trees that are just kind of decorated with some mini ornaments and some snowflakes on the top. This one is falling over. Gonna have to fix that. And then I've got another one of these big ornaments over here. And then this is one of my favorite pictures of all time. That's my oldest son. He's 7 now, and I think he was like, I don't know, 3 at that time, but it's just one of my favorites. And I've got my youngest son in that one as well. Their names are Chase and Grady. Over here is the dining room. I'll show you that later. And right here, I've got this hutch. This was my mom's hutch. Kind of like a sentimental item to me. I love it. I've just got some garland at the top. And that like cute little like snowflake picture up there. I don't know if you can see. And then I've got this like flocked pine cone wreath. And then I've got this little village. And there's a cute little reindeer and some little houses and trees. A cute little sled. And I'm sure you guys have noticed by now that I don't do the typical red and green Christmas. All my Christmas items are white, silver, and gold. I really love how white and clean and like just cheerful this is. Here is my tree. I've got like a burlap tree skirt, and I have a lot of like glitter mixed into my decorations, but I also have a lot of like wood rustic. So I guess my like Christmas style is a mix of like glam and rustic. Like these poinsettias are one of my favorites. They're burlap, but then they've also got like pretty glitter on them. And then all of the, well, not all of them, but a lot of these Christmas balls I made myself. So they were like the red and green ones that I had from my old decorations. And I just spray painted them and then put glue on them. And I've got like these little like curly things coming out of my tree. And then like these really pretty like sparkly, I don't know, stem things, I guess is what you'd call them. And then I also did almost all of the pine cones myself. So when my husband and my sons went hunting a couple years ago, I had them like pick up a bunch of the pine cones off the ground so that I could like spray paint them and then put like glitter and like white paint on the tips of them. And I think those are really pretty. I got those at Hobby Lobby. And then up at the top is my star, and it's kind of rustic. It's just like wood twigs, I guess, and it's got like sparklies on it. So yeah, that's my tree. Last year I did ribbon on it, and I decided not to this year because it was such a pain in the butt to put it on and wrap it around, and then taking it off was like miserable. So we went without it this year, and I think it looks fine without it. Over here are my built-ins, my fireplace, my stockings. So up here I've got like this garland, and this is it like matches that wreath that I got, that I had on my front door. And I got this from Costco as well, last year, I believe. And then I've got these cute little burlap stockings, and I got these at TJ Maxx. And I just love how it's like rustic, but then sparkly at the same time. And like even the burlap in it has some like shimmer to it. And then my cute little reindeer, I got these at TJ Maxx as well. And they were actually one of the first Christmas items I bought when I decided to like redo my decor. And they've got the burlap with the sparkles. All right, and then over here, yeah, that's an empty frame. I need to put a picture in it. But I got these gold and silver frames from TJ Maxx. And these reindeer I have had for like 10 years, and I have spray painted them multiple times because I believe they started out gold, and then I wanted them red, and then I wanted them brown, and then I painted them gold again. And this is just like a woven basket with some poinsettias in it, Merry Christmas sign, some pictures, and then some like greenery just kind of tucked in there to kind of like fill the empty spaces. And then up here, I've got this like silver ball garland, I guess. And then those cute rustic trees. All right, and on this side of the built-ins, I have this reindeer, a Christmas candle. I always do like tree smelling candles because I have a fake tree. And yes, I need to put different pictures in that frame because they're not facing the right way. And then another basket with some, actually these are hydrangeas that are just pretty white and sparkly. And then I've got this old window. And this window actually came out of my grandfather's barn. So I really love that piece. And then the sparkly little reindeers. And then those little candle holders that I just put on those candlesticks. And then up at the top, just some more greenery and like those like glass. They kind of look like mercury glass, I guess, but they say joy, hope, and peace. And then I've got the wood tree and the reindeer, and all of this stuff was probably bought either Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, or Home Goods. Okay, so this is the dining room, and my husband built that table actually. It's one of my favorite pieces ever. But in the back there, I've got that wreath. It's the same one that was hanging on the front door, and yeah, it's just exactly the same, and I just put it on my mirror. I don't know why, but I like that. I like it when wreaths are on mirrors. And I just put it up there with like one of those command hooks. And then here in the center, like my centerpiece, I have these two lanterns. I actually got them at Marshall's, I believe. I just put some candles in there, and then I like made those bows and tied that ribbon on there. And then around it, I just wrapped some garland, put some more of those poinsettias, and then some of my little pine cones that I made. And that's just a really simple centerpiece. And then I have my china here. And as you guys can see, I still need to do some like napkins and napkin rings and all that. It's kind of like unfinished at the moment. And then over here, I've got the Costco garland again on my buffet table. And then above it, I've got these old windows that I've had forever. And then I've got these really pretty sparkly wreaths. These are from Hobby Lobby. And I just like love these so much. I love how sparkly they are. And I have them tied up there with some of that same ribbon that I had on those lanterns. On this little table here, I have this sleigh. I think I got it at TJ Maxx, but I'm not sure. And then I just stuffed some greenery and some of those pine cones again. And then I just wrapped some boxes to look like presents, like I guess kind of like Santa's sleigh bringing presents. So anyways, just something to like fill that space. And then over here on my little side table, I have just a white vase with some sparkly poinsettias and then some of those like little curly things. And then a bowl of Lindor truffles, because those are bomb. And then in the centerpiece here, I've got like my like little candelabra, and I wrapped that with greenery. And then I like kind of strung some ribbon around it. This is the ribbon that I used in my tree last year, but decided not to use it again. So just kind of simple. And then I've got this pretty snowflake pillow. And then I've got these white pillows that say joy and peace. And over here is like our eating nook. So this is where we eat like dinner and breakfast and all that. And I just have this old wooden box that I probably got when I was antiquing or something like that. And put it with the greenery and poinsettias again. And then I've got this really cute snowflake runner that I got at TJ Maxx. And then in the kitchen, I don't really have any Christmas items. I tried putting some garland behind my sink there, but I just thought it looked kind of cluttered and messy. So I took it down. But this is my kitchen, and then from the kitchen it looks into the living room and then the dining room. And oh, I do have one Christmas thing in here. Our little elf, his name is Jack Frost. That's where he hid this morning. I don't know if you guys do this with your kids, but I think it's so fun. So yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed my holiday home tour.